sanctified once. Sanctification is an ongoing thing. It is that work by which God exposes our salvation and brings us to that point where we are being conformed to the image of Christ. So it is by works that we see this ongoing evidence of something that has occurred, that is, having been saved. Salvation is not by works. Salvation is by faith. And then the fruit of our salvation comes by way of a relationship that we build with Christ. How do we know if we've been saved? Do we have a hunger? Do you have a hunger for being conformed to the image of Christ? Do you have a hunger to be changed? Do you have a hunger to do what God wills for you to do? For every person, that's different. For some, it's one thing. For some, it's something else. There are those whose skills, gifts, are to encourage people. They just give this great encouragement. It can be some of the simplest things in the world that they say. But somehow it reaches inside and it encourages you. Some have the gift of teaching. Some have the gift of evangelism. And I'm not talking about this, buzzword evangelical thing. I think that is the greatest misuse of that word. The evangelicals. No, sorry. That's a gift. Being the gift of evangelizing, that is an evangelical. I don't get where this comes from. That's a term for another, or a point for another discussion later. But see, there are gifts, and for us to realize our gift, we need to let God have control, let God do what God does, and we experience what He does. There's a few things we're going to have as we grow. One of those is going to be virtue. And that's not a virtue as in patience, kindness, love, all those things. Those are westernized virtues. Those are actually gifts of the Spirit as well. Love, patience, kindness, etc. There's several of those, 13 I think. But virtue, think of it, the meaning as tenacity, a warrior's tenacity. Interesting. Being able to stand up for something, to stand for truth, for instance. That is being virtuous. Not compromising in the face of those who would want to see you definition of marriage as God designed it, for believing the truth that all life is sacred, especially that which is in a womb. The womb is a gift from God to woman. Okay? That woman was selected by God, not man, but woman was selected by God to be the bearer of life. Basic truths. Why do you believe what you believe? Be virtuous. I dare you. If you can't find it, pray for it. Virtue. From virtue, and you can find this, I'm paraphrasing, but you can find it in 2 Peter chapter 1. Speaking about virtue. From virtue comes perseverance, or comes knowledge. From knowledge, perseverance. When you know something, when you know truth, you cannot be shaken from it. Heaven and earth may move, but you cannot move from that truth. That is when you know there is a knowledge that is so firm. It exists here and here. That is an experiential knowledge. When you know these things, you can persevere through that which would try and tell you otherwise. And if you don't capitulate, don't acquiesce to that, you can persevere through the hardship that others would cause you. Call this persecution. For believing in the truth. It took too long to go. So anyway, if you can get the truth and hang on to it, be virtuous, gain an experiential knowledge, and persevere, and work from that foundation of knowledge, you will be a dynamic Christian. You still have to speak truth in love. You still have to work with your hands to bring that truth to people. And it may simply be by way of being kind to others, showing them where the truth exists and how it brings into question the beliefs that another person may have. Truth is, and I've said this before, this is the analogy I've made, truth is like a ruler, a measuring device. Without a measuring device, without a tape measure, we have no way of knowing what an inch is, a quarter of an inch, a foot, a yard, a mile. We have no way of knowing these things. I can take a ruler and prove to someone what a yard is. Without the ruler, I couldn't. I would have no way of being able to prove a yard. I can get to know a measurement, a measuring device so well that I can put my hands out and demonstrate by the width of my hands, the distance they're apart, the approximation of a yard. I can then prove that approximation by putting a measuring tape to my hands. That measuring tape does not change. That measuring tape is there to ensure that every time I put my hands up to demonstrate the distance of 1 yard, that I'm correct. I don't change a measuring tape because one day I feel like my hands should be 1/4 of an inch closer to demonstrate the distance of a yard. No. I change my hands to match the truth. Just like our worldviews cannot change the truth, our worldviews must change to match the truth. Why do I believe what I believe? Because truth encourages life, truth protects life, truth regenerates life. It's all about life. And until the law, until science can come together and tell me exactly at what point, the singularity, the point in time when the soul enters the infant in utero, then I will accept their window of when an abortion is viable, is acceptable. But the law cannot tell you at what point the soul enters that infant. Science cannot tell you at what point in time the soul enters that infant. Nothing, no one, no person can tell you at what point in time the soul enters that person, that infant, when that moves from being a fertilized egg to becoming a person. Only truth can tell you that. And if you default on that truth, in other words, you come up with some other definition of when life begins, you're going off of what you assume. You make assumptions. I can't make assumptions. I know that life comes from life. Man has living sperm, woman has living egg. Okay? They are biologically alive. They come together. can't create something other than life from life. It simply doesn't happen. Look at the tree. Does the oak tree ever give you a pecan? Does the oak tree produce elm as a byproduct? No. Life produces life. So these are some basic fundamentals that fly in the face of the world today. Here's another example of sanctification. Coming back to this. The act of sanctification is taking the Christian, taking the world view from the Christian and transforming it into a biblical view. And I say the world's view of the world. And planting the biblical view of the world. It's also transplanting the Christian from the world into heaven. One of the things we say as a Christian, as a believer, is I am a resident of the world, but I am a citizen of heaven. So you may consider me an alien. Take that however you want. But it's somewhat tongue-in-cheek, but it's not. So sanctification is that process of moving me, changing me from one way of thinking to another. It all starts with repentance. Repenting from my sins. Having a change of thought. What I may have considered to be okay, I no longer do. I have a change of mind, a change of heart. Everything changes. So there's some things that I've been contemplating today, some things I've been thinking about. Consider them. Think about them. And you have a blessed and wonderful day. I may talk to y'all again later. Y'all have a good one.